Alright, so if this is your first time watching one of our videos, my name is Brad. My wife Angela and I run a full-time online business selling on eBay, Amazon, and a little bit of Facebook Marketplace. We also own a bookstore. We do all of our online business out of the back of our bookstore, which is what you're seeing now. Today's video is about eBay and what sold, and we're going to go through that and grab the orders. We also had a special request on one of the orders. We're going to walk through what to do when you receive those. Super excited today though. It's the first time I haven't had to wear a jacket in the back room. It got up close to 60 yesterday, so it's actually warm back here. But so I'm wearing a t-shirt instead of a jacket for the first time, I think, while doing these videos. So I'm pretty excited about that. Do me a favor, hit the like button. That helps us a lot. Comment, ask your questions. That helps us a ton on YouTube, and we really appreciate you guys watching. So here we go. All right, so this is the back part of our bookstore storage area. This is where we take our pictures. Over here we store stuff here. We also store stuff kind of through there, and a little bit back this way. But what we're going to do today is we're going to start pulling these orders, talk about where we found them, what they are, how much we paid for them, etc. So first item up is in DD1, which is up here. And this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You'll see there's an H3 here and a DD1 there. We have a part-time assistant. Let me get this down while I'm talking. We have a part-time assistant, and she didn't understand our numbering system at first, but she has since figured it out. So we have some weird oddball numbers. This is, I believe, what we were looking for. It's a remote. It's a Funai, if that's how you pronounce it, DVD VCR combo recorder remote control. So the DVD VHS combos are pretty hot right now. You can sell the full DVD recorder, but they need the remotes. We found this at the bins. This weighs less than an ounce. It's super, super light. Feels kind of cheap, but I don't know. It's older, so it's probably made with some pretty heavy-duty plastic. It probably cost us 20 cents or less at the bins, to be honest. I can't remember. I think we calculated out, and it's 13 cents an ounce or something at the bins for what we pay. And this sold for $10 free ship. So not a bad little ROI on that. It's easy to find. It's easy to ship. It's easy to list. Only a few pictures. All right. Next item up is Twilight, the white collection. So these are all white, and it's in BS2G5, which I believe is down here. Yep. They're right here. So grab these. And this is just the Twilight series with white covers instead of the black covers that you normally see. These are white. They're pretty cool looking, as you can see. They got a pretty cool look to them. And we had those up for longer than I would imagine. But it sold for $29.99 free shipping. We'll pay the media mail, which is going to cost us about $4 to ship out. All right, next item up, we sold a Nickelback CD, BS1D1, and I actually made the joke. It's right here. I made the joke with my wife and said Nickelback's coming back. And they're actually on tour. So when I saw that CD, it's brand new sealed. When I saw that CD, I had a good idea that it was going to sell. We sold this for $5 plus 79 cents shipping. My wife asked me why I put 79 cents shipping, and I said because we could probably get it. I probably could have just did $6 free ship. I'm not real sure why I did that. Sometimes I do weird stuff like that. So, but that's only, it's media mail, so it's going to cost $2.80 to send out. We didn't pay anything for it. The item came in through our bookstore through donation. All right, here's an item that we've had up forever. It's in BS1B5, which is here. This is the Harry Potter Series 7. It's a Funko Pop vinyl collector edition. It's Professor Snape and Professor Quirrell. And I have had that up, guys, probably, I wish I could see. I don't know. It only sold for $10 plus shipping. It's probably going to cost us at least, I would imagine, probably $7 to ship out. Maybe less if I can get it into first class into a box, because it's real crushable, but it's a collector thing. Didn't make a whole lot of money on that. That was an item we bought for Amazon, but it was restricted. So we ended up just trying to get, to sell it, and we did, and hopefully we'll just break even on that. All right, you may have saw this in one of our other videos. We sold some Nerf. And I think we paid $12 for this, maybe $15 all in. It's a bunch of clips. There's a drum clip right there, which is probably the most valuable part. And then 2.5 pounds of Nerf darts and ammo, I guess is what you would call it. So that sold, it sold over the weekend. I think it was Friday, and it took them a while to pay. But the buyer paid $30 and shipping. And I think we had, like I said, around $12 to $15 in it. So not a huge money maker. A little disappointed in that sale. I thought it was going to bring a little bit more. But you learn as you go. So, and that happens, guys. Not everything's going to be a home run. Unfortunately. I wish it would be. Our next item's an H3. Looks like it's a movie. So most of our movies that come in are free to us because they come through the bookstore. And so we'll just list them up. This is TCM Greatest Classic Films. It's a Tarzan 2 DVD set volume collection. It sold for $12. Let's see if we can find it. Got a bunch of cool hats from the bins the other day. I'm betting that this is, yeah, it's right here. So this wasn't new, this was used, and it sold for $12. So DVDs are still valuable. We scan through all of the ones that we get, and that helps us determine whether or not it's valuable enough for us to ship. So $12, gonna go media mail, less than $3 to ship. A nice little profit there. All right, we found this next item at the bins as well last week. We actually went to go create a video when we went to the bins, and my battery died on the camera, and I didn't bring any backup batteries. I don't know why. So we didn't actually get to create that video of when we went to Goodwills and bins. I think it was, I want to say it was like last Monday, but this came from the bins as well. It's also an H3, I just now realized. And the whole game was there, but it wasn't selling real well, but I noticed that the buzzers sell really well. It's called Taboo. So this weighs maybe 3 ounces for that. It's a little buzzer for Taboo. And we sold it for $4.90, and the buyer paid shipping. We probably have, 40 cents into it, maybe 50 cents at the most. So not a bad little flip there. The next one is also an H3. This box is hot. This also came from the bins, and it is right here. It is a Guinness hat. Blow some of that dust off of there. The Guinness, it's a pre-owned hat, but it's got a really cool design. I put that it was pre-owned, but it still had the label, so it's got Snap 59 on there. And we paid, I mean, it weighs probably the exact same amount as that. Actually, it's a little lighter, and we'll have to clean it up a bit. Usually with the hats, I put them in bags. Our assistant listed these, and I don't think I told her to put them in bags. Put them in bags, keeps the dust off them and everything. We paid maybe 50 cents for that. It sold for $9, and the buyer paid shipping. So it's going to cost us $0 to ship it because they paid it, but should be a pretty good, it's a pretty good little sale there. All right, we got some books that have sold, and this is an RM27. I'm going to walk down there. There are romance novels. We had a bunch of romance novels added or donated into us last year, right at the end of the year, and we finally got to them and listed them all. And RM27 is down here. So there's ER1. Here's RM27. We're going to pull this out. But we listed a whole bunch of Harlequin romance novels. I didn't know that they would actually sell, but they've done really well. This is a book lot of 16 Back to the Ranch Harlequin soft cover. So there's 16 of them. This sold for $11.99. Buyer paid shipping. And these books came in for free, so that's nothing but profit. But I've got to find Back to the Ranch. That's what we're looking for. So I think they're down. Oh, there they are. My assistant, our part-time helper, actually writes everything down on there. I can't get these in one hand. My hands are too small. There we go. She actually writes on there. See, Back to the Ranch. So throw that away, and we'll see if I can pull these out. And we usually just leave the book ones down here. Put this back where we found it, so that way everything's kind of set where it should be. We'll leave that right there, but we'll be back for it, I think, later. We may have more books going out. But yeah, $11.99 buyer paid shipping, and not a bad deal there. All right, the next up is a camera. It's right there. I don't even have to look. So this sold for $40 plus free shipping. I don't know why it was free shipping. I saw yesterday on Facebook that people were talking about items getting flipped to free shipping. I'm pretty certain I had this listed with shipping because it's heavy. Anytime it's pretty heavy, I usually make the buyer pay. Anyways, I listed this at $65. I did not know if it worked or not. The bottom piece right here, that's the battery goes in there. The battery area actually had some corrosion. I paid $12 for this at an estate sale. I sold it for $40. It's going to cost me about $8 to probably ship it after packing it up really nicely. So $20 in to make $40 is not a bad deal. Still happy with it. I just wish that we would have charged shipping on it. But it's not going too far. I think it's just going to Michigan. So not too far from us in Indiana. And all right, we got another book that sold. This is BS2A2. So BS2A2, this is what the book looks like. It is Electronic Formulas, Symbols, and Circuits. This is an old Radio Shack book. Fast fact about our bookstore, we're actually located in an old Radio Shack. We actually took the old Radio Shack building. That sold for $9.99 plus free shipping. It's going to go medium mail. Costs us $2.80 to ship out. It's going to go in a little padded mailer, and that was a book that came in free as well. So a nice little profit there. This next item, I believe, is underneath the table. It is. It's a lot of 128 pods Starbucks Plus caffeine dark roast Keurig K-Cups. So Starbucks Plus K-Cups. Sold for $38 plus shipping. The buyer paid the shipping on it. It's going to Wisconsin. And this is an item that we sold on Amazon. Unfortunately, they expired. So there they are. They're all there. We'll cut down this box and ship it that way. And just trying to make our money back on that. eBay's good for that. If you sell on Amazon and you have some stuff that expires, you can sell it on eBay, no issues. Just try and get back what you paid for it. So I'm going to skip over those two because they just have not paid. Keep a scrolling. Okay, here we go. A Bakugan, which I'm not sure that's how you say it. This is a bolo, guys. Anything that says it's a Bakugan, I'm going to show it to you, but this is from 2020. It's new, but it's called a Diamond Dragonoid, and these are really rare. The diamond ones are clear, so if you see these out and about, you definitely want to pick them up. It's also in BS2A2, and this is what they look like right here. See how he's clear? He's got a clear, sorry, I had an itch. See how he's clear right there? And normally they don't look like that. Normally they're like red or green or blue. This sold for $65 plus shipping. It's going international, but it's going to the GSP, the global, I think it's it, or GP. Yeah, it's GSP. It's going to ship to Kentucky, which is, like I said, we're in Indiana, so it's not real far. We'll pack this really, really nice to get it there and then go from there. But we only paid $7 for that. So it's definitely a bolo, and we bought it at Walmart. So you can just go in and you can look in your toy aisle and see if there's any diamond Bakugans. We have a Nerf. It's in tote 1. This is a really cool item. It's a Nerf Vortex. I'm going to show you on here. That's what it looks like when it's lit up. It's a night scope. Paid $1.99 for this, I believe, at Goodwill. Sold for $11.99 plus the buyer paid shipping, which is always a win. Where the heck is it? It's in tote. Am I in tote 1? Yeah, I'm in tote 1. Oh, it's right here, right in front of my face. This is what it looks like when it's not lit up. It's pretty cool. We'll get away from that light so you guys can see it a little bit better. But it's a scope for Nerf guns, and it lights up. Pretty darn cool. and pretty good profit on that as well. Like selling Nerf stuff, usually it does well. As you saw earlier, maybe not so much on everything. Maybe not as much as you want on everything, it still sells. So our last order going out today is books. It's a lot of 19. It's in HF1, which, to be honest, I'm not quite sure where that is. This is a lot of 19 books. It sold for $29.99 and the buyer paid shipping. But she also sent a message with when she purchased. Now you guys may see this from time to time when they order an item, and then they're going to give you a special request, and unless it's unreasonable, there's no reason not to do it. And this person's request is actually very very reasonable, and I'm still trying to find the box. HF1, where in the heck is that? Okay, so anyways, let me see if I can find this box, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I found it. It was right in front of my face. If you actually rewind the video a little bit, you can probably see me walk right by it. So, HF1. This is, like I said, it's 19 books, and it's all in here. I'm not going to ship it in this big box. I'm going to pull these out, and I'm going to take the extra steps that she asked me to do. So, the buyer sent a message when she ordered, and it said, please pack to withstand trucks, planes, conveyor belts, drops 2 to 3 stories high at the post office. I'm not really sure that packages actually drop 2 to 3 stories. However, I do know that the packages get treated pretty poorly. I used to be in warehousing. I know how packages get treated. You do want to take care of them. Now, they are books, so they are pretty sturdy. So we're going to put them in a sturdy box. But she's also asked that they go in a plastic bag to keep from the moisture, because she's an older woman and she has a walker, and she doesn't get to her mail as quick as she sometimes should. And the snow and ice and rain that we're still all living through in the winter here, at least in the northern states, is could damage these. So I am gladly going to put these into a plastic bag and then get them into a box, and I may even wrap the box in plastic as well. So let me pack this up and I'll show you guys how I'm going to take care of this customer. Alright guys, so we've got it to the point. So she asked that it be protected from the rain. I could probably just wrap this box in a big poly bag, which I'm probably going to do, but I took the extra step. I wrapped these in poly bags, and then they're sealed. So that's going to protect them one way. I'm going to wrap some bubble wrap around them, and then I'm going to stick them into this box, and then we're probably going to poly bag it. So that's what they look like pre-bagged, and then I'm going to wrap them and show you what it looks like. Alright, we're going to finish up this box. As you can see, there's some bubble wrap on the items there. I've got some painter's paper, is what we use to fill the dead air in a lot of our boxes. We're going to put a little bit of extra bubble wrap on top, place that down, got our thank you card in there, and then we're going to tape that up and send it just like that. So let me do that, and then we're going to put a poly bag around it. Alright, so there's the finished product. We have some really big poly bags, these gray ones. They're really good for protecting boxes. We don't always use them. In fact, we don't use them very often, but when we get special requests like this, we will do it. So let's talk about the special request and why I just did what I did. So it took me maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes extra time to do it. The buyer has requested it. There is a chance that this buyer is going to be more picky when the items arrive. So if you do your best to make sure that they arrive in great condition, you're just ensuring that the customer is going to be happy. If it's only going to take an extra 3, 4, 5 minutes of my time, I'll gladly do it as long as it's a reasonable offer. This was just extra padding and a little extra poly bagging, which cost me maybe 70 cents at the most, probably less than that, to put those into that package that way. And I know that when she gets it, she is going to be happy with what she got. So we're usually willing to take those extra steps as long as they're reasonable, and it always makes for a good customer experience, which is what you should be striving for on eBay. So thanks so much for watching the video today, guys. That's going to be it for today. We appreciate every single view we get, every like, every subscription. So if you could like the video, that always helps us. Comment with any questions, and subscribe. There will be a subscribe button somewhere on here. And again, we appreciate it, and we will see you guys next time.